It's early in the morning, and I've just packed the car up with 4 new Michelin Primacy MX M4 tires because I need new tires. So I've driven approximately 40,000 miles on my car on these tires. They've been pretty great. I can't complain. On my old cars, whether they be Audis or BMWs, I used to get about 50 or 60,000 miles. On these, I was a little surprised I didn't get as much life out of these tires, but not too surprised because since it's instant torque, it's actually more pressure on the tires than it would be on a conventional car. A conventional car, the transmission gradually builds up, hence it gradually sends power to the tires, whereas on these cars, the power is sent instantly. All the power is sent instantly to the tires, so that's a lot of pressure. The tires themselves, as I stated earlier, they've been pretty great. And even with 40,000 miles, it's been, there's still a little tread here, but not enough that's going to get me through the winter, so they definitely need to be changed. I have the standard penny test here. So if you take the penny and see the head of Abraham Lincoln's head, that's how much tread I have left. So we're in late September going in October, and it's definitely time for new tires. But speaking of tires, it'll give me a chance, an opportunity to talk about the cargo space. Once again, in the Model S, it's pretty great. I was able to fit all 4 tires into the car easily, no problem. And I can close the hatch, no issues. And I'll just have my briefcase next to me in the passenger seat. So I'm definitely taking it to Tesla for them to change the tires. Because, some people may say it's just tires, you can take them anywhere. But that's not entirely true. You have the amount of, I've read various articles where people have taken their Model S to tire installation places, and they haven't been able to either get the old tire off or put the new tire on because of the amount of torque that's required. The tires have to be pretty tight onto the car, as well as if there are any issues, I prefer the dealer have to take care of them. When I say issues, if the tire's damaged while they're installing it, they have stock of these tires, or if there's someone unfortunately does damage to the car while they're changing the tires, I'm confident Tesla will take care of it. Speaking of the tires, Tesla typically charges about $300 a tire. So I didn't purchase these tires directly from Tesla. I purchased them from another location, specifically Tire Rack. They offered a really good deal. They offered $200 per tire. So I went with them, and I'm just bringing the tires to Tesla for them to swap them out. Once again, it closes without a problem with all 4 tires in it. And that's it. So if you're going to get a Model S or X, just know that you more than likely are going to need tires sooner than you would on a conventional car. We actually have to change the tires on my wife's Model X soon as well. Her tires are worse off than mine, but she has the 90D, and it has more power, and sometimes you can get a little excited and send a lot of power to those tires. So they've worn down too, and unfortunately, with those tires, they are staggered. They're not like these tires. So I was able to rotate these tires to make them last a little bit longer. On her truck, you cannot rotate the tires on the Model X. So what you get is what you get. So, and those tires are considerably more expensive. So a set of 4 tires for my car were $800, as I stated. A set of 4 tires on the Model X are going to run about $1,300, excluding installation. That's $1,300. And that's because they're 20-inch tires and they're Continental tires that actually have foam in them. So the foam actually helps with keeping the road noise to a minimum. And once again, we did our research. We thought if we could put different tires on, they're less expensive. But most individuals that, most of the things I've read stated that you want to go with those tires. They're actually the Continental LX tires, 265 20s and 245 20s. So different sizes, different costs. And you should consider that when purchasing a Model X. We still have no regrets. We're glad we purchased it. I had to talk to my wife about how quickly her tires are worn down. And she has 10,000 miles less than I do. She has 30,000 miles, and her tires need to be replaced. I was able to go 40,000 miles without replacing the tires. So she's getting approximately half the tire wear she used to get. She used to get 60,000 miles on her car, her previous vehicle. And now she's getting 30,000 miles. But when you consider that we're not getting oil changes or any other maintenance, you can deduct that from the cost of the car. So for me, oil change on a typical Audi was $100. I used to get probably 3 a year, so that's $300. I'm not getting oil changes, so if I can take that off to $800. So really a tire that cost me $500. With her, she had a Honda Pilot. Of course, the oil changes are considerably cheaper. They were like $30, but she had to get them more often, like every 3,000 miles. We used to change the oil instead of the Audi, which was every 10,000 miles. So she used to get maybe one every other month, I would say. So, close to $200, a year. So even if you take that off her tires would still cost $1,100 for her tires. But they're very nice, and we factored it. Actually, we didn't factor it in when we purchased the car, but we factor it in now, and it's no big deal. So the way we drive, probably every year and a quarter, we have to replace the tires. But it's still well worth it. So take that into consideration when you're purchasing your vehicle. Once again, if you're interested in purchasing a Model S or X, if you look at the notes field of this video, you'll see a referral code, and feel free to use it. You'll receive $1,000 off your Model S or X, as well as free supercharging, which is something they no longer offer when you purchase a vehicle. No more free supercharging, but with the referral code, you can still get free supercharging. That's it. Talk to you soon.